If you've been following this channel for some time, then you know that I have a deep, deep love for film. And when I got started in filmmaking, I was filming on digital cameras like the Canon XL2. But the holy grail of filmmaking was getting the film look. And now there are programs that are available to us as filmmakers that we can actually push our images to look more like film. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what I love about FilmConvert and how I got this look right here inside FilmConvert. Let's go ahead and dive in. First off, this is not a sponsored video by FilmConvert. They didn't pay me to make this video. They did provide me a copy of the software so that I can use, and I did become an affiliate because I do love the program. So if you decide to actually use FilmConvert by the end of this video, you can use my code AustinNewman at checkout for an additional 10% off. So make sure to check that out. It helps support the channel and doesn't cost any extra to you. For those of you who haven't heard of it before, FilmConvert is a plugin that you can use on Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, and DaVinci Resolve. You can get a bundle pack, or you can choose which one that you're mostly color grading with. For this video, I'm going to be talking about FilmConvert inside Adobe Premiere CC 2020, so you can check out how I got this look. So it's pretty straightforward. After I've installed the program, I just drag my footage into my timeline that I want to apply the effect to. I go to my effects panel and type in nitrate, and then I just drag that effect on top of my clip. So let me just say that FilmConvert is not a blanket LUT by any means. This isn't something that you would just toss onto any footage and adjust an intensity slider. This is actually something that's custom tailored to different camera styles. For example, I'm using the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, so I downloaded their free camera profile for that, and I plugged that in to let the program know that that was the camera this was shot with, as well as the film profile that I used to shoot it with. So once I select my camera profile that I actually filmed this footage with, it'll convert it to Rec 709 and give me a base to work off of. From there, you can adjust the exposure, the temperature, the tint. For this clip, I think I'm gonna bring the exposure up just a tad, and I'm going to also pull a little bit more detail from the shadows. Now I can actually bake in which film stock that I want to use. My two favorites right now are KD5207 and KD5213. These are actually based on real Kodak film stocks. The 5213, if I'm not mistaken, is actually one that Damien Chazelle used for La La Land, so it's a pretty deep color profile, so I really like using those two. For this one, I'll go with 5207. So just like bringing the intensity down, I can actually adjust the color that I'm getting out of this particular film stock by bringing the color down, or the print to film stock. I can bring that down as well just to dial it back a bit if I need to. You can even change the film gauge size, anything from 8mm, which is just a really, really old format, Super 8mm, you can go 16mm, and even a couple of variations of 35mm film grain. One of the newer features of Nitrate is that you can actually adjust the grain curve. This is where you're gonna see most of the grain. Some film stocks are gonna show up more in the shadows, some more in the highlights, and you can see the grain curve that they've actually custom created for this profile that has this arc to it. You can adjust any of these areas and actually get a completely different look out of it. So you can really customize each of these and push them. I can adjust the size of the grain, the softness of the grain, the saturation of the grain, really tailor this. The color wheels are similar to those that you would find in Lumetri. So if you're already used to Lumetri, you've already worked with these types of color wheels. I have the option to adjust my shadows, midtones, highlights, as well as punch a bit of color into those specific areas of this image if I'd like to. I really like the color of this print as is, so I'll just bring my highlights down a bit and adjust my midtones as well to balance this out a little bit more. One of the best parts, like I said, of film emulation is the colors that you can get out of it. And the Blackmagic Pocket 4K is known for its color science. So of course, when I go down to the saturation tab, I'm definitely gonna introduce some more color to this. I'll bring this up to around 150 to really push the colors out of this image. This is mostly where I leave it for my own grades, and this particular film that I just posted is one that I left it here, but you can also adjust the levels and the RGB curves, and you have a lot more information that you can play with as well if you want to get a little bit deeper into the grading process. You can also generate a LUT where you can apply this color to any other footage that you may have on your timeline. Now, it's not going to duplicate or replicate the grain look as well, but you will at least get the colors out of this that you've already spent your time on. I'm a strong believer as an editor to have a bunch of different really cool assets in your toolkit and being able to pull a bunch of different looks out of footage. And that's why I think FilmConvert's so special. It really gives an authentic feel and kind of gives you that look of film. And it just, I don't know, it's just fun. I don't think I've ever had so much fun grading footage and really using it. It's just kind of like I'm developing my own film, and I just think that's really cool. So I highly recommend checking out FilmGrain if you haven't already. Luckily, they actually have a demo version that you can download for free from their website right now. It has a watermark on it, so you won't be able to like export footage without that watermark unless you purchase the full version. But at least you can kind of check out what it does to your footage. That'll do it for this video. If you guys like this video or if it helped you in any kind of way whatsoever, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more filmmaking and editing videos just like this one with post notifications on. And until next time, guys, that's a wrap.